Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Leading them out will be the four-time Pro Bowler, the 2010 Comeback Player of the Year. At quarterback, it's the dynamic Michael Vick.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Archer. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Here's Michael Vick. Throw caught there by Crumpler. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On third down, Vick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Now the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Howell. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Howell's throw complete there to Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. $23 yards, the final tally. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
And Howell will throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. McCaffrey going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Hill going to go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tyreek Hill punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. Sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic.
Vic now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Up the middle they go. Archer. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first. Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. 3rd quarter action ready to go. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run with a longtime Buccaneer. It's Mike Alstott. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They go again with Alstott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Hill going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Back to throw. Howell. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Niners go. for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Vic operating on first down. A quick slant to Hill. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. On first down, Archer. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Vic to throw it. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Here's Pat McAfee now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mid. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, watch edge, watch edge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Archer, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And that's knocked away and incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right,
On the draw, this is Allstott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Howell.
Four down, check, four down.
Flushed out right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Powell to throw.
Forced out to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll look to throw.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
This is 1st and 10.
Double tight, double tight.
He's back to throw. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get in for the 2. So a crazy call, but they've got their 2-point lead in the closing stages. Well, they got it, but this just made no sense. And why did they go for 2?
I have no answer for you, but fortunately for them, they got it done, so they don't have to answer to us at all.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here's 1st down.
52. Let's go tight end. Let's go right here now. New Mike 52. Mike.
Now Michael Vick. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Vick. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Mike 20.
One last shot for Michael Vick. Looking here for Smith downfield.
This ball intercepted.
Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed.
And the Niners are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.